Hello, this is Francisco de la O, and I will be discussing the e-receipts monetization strategy. For our strategy, we are going to take a mixed approach, a mixed strategy consisting of different aspects. The most successful strategies tend to be ones that have multiple layers and evolve as the system evolves. So this is our standard or our baseline. We are going to have, it's going to consist of 3 sections. We're going to have in-app advertising, freemium strategy, sponsorship strategy, as well as we're going to use data monetization as an alternate or a backup strategy. For the in-app advertising approach is one that most of us are familiar with, where apps appear at the advertisements appear at the bottom of the app. You click on them, it takes you to the application for download. This is a very common approach for advertising, which is the one that we'll start with. And this ties into our freemium strategy, or our gated feature strategy, where there's 2 versions of the application, a free version and a premium version. The free version comes with the in-app advertisements as previously described, and the premium version no longer has those ads, as well as it comes with some extra features and extra abilities that aren't available for the free application. Drawing a line between free and premium is always a little bit tricky, and it'll be something that we will address by limiting storage. Customers will only be able to store a set number of receipts, or for a set period of time. If they pay for the premium approach, there is no limitations. That is one way we plan on tackling this freemium versus premium approach. Another aspect is a sponsorship strategy, where once the app is fully purchased and has become premium, the customer will have access to our sponsors. Our sponsors will be different stores or businesses that have teamed up with us to provide extra features such as discounts or savings for customers that use our application, as well as we will have dedicated splash screens or load screens that are sponsored there. It's not like a regular ad that's always in the screen. It's just on those moments where you're switching from one place to another, or something is loading, our sponsor's ad or our sponsor's logo will appear for for just a couple of milliseconds and then go away. One other aspect that we discussed was tiers, having different sponsor tiers, where a sponsor such as Best Buy would give us a minimal payment to be considered a higher tier sponsor that gives our users the chance to accumulate points by shopping at that sponsored site. Points would then be redeemed for bigger discounts or free membership for a short period of time. It is an approach that we want to flesh out a little further, but that's another aspect to the sponsorship strategy, another way that we can sort of leverage a little bit more income. And lastly, we have the data monetization approach. We can monetize the data we have. It's a little bit tricky. There's a lot of legal aspects to it, so we need to consider value versus risk. This is why it's considered a backup strategy. It's not our first approach, and it's definitely not going to be something we start off with right away, but there is potential there, especially considering the type of application that we're building. Thank you, and that has been the basic aspect of our monetization strategy for e-receipts.